When I started casting Captain America, the First Avenger, we had recently finished Iron Man, and casting Downey as Iron Man definitely set the bar high. So we needed somebody who could really carry not only this particular character, but carry the franchise forward. I'm Sarah Halley Finn. I'm a casting director, and I've been casting all the MCU movies since the very first Iron Man. Casting Haley Atwell felt like a real coup. She was such a fresh talent. When I met her in person, she was talking about how she really wanted to do some action films. And she really got to not only bring her dramatic skills as an actress, but also really stretch herself and learn to kick and shoot a gun.
You're not really thinking about picking Rogers, are you?
I wasn't just thinking about it. It's a clear choice.
Seeing Stanley Tucci again makes me smile. It was such a thrill to get to cast him and Tommy Lee Jones. We knew we needed somebody formidable in these roles. Another one of the challenges in casting this is we needed a body double to help us create Skinny Steve before he became this superhero.
I am looking for qualities beyond the physical.
We knew Chris would put on a lot of muscle, transforming into the incredible shape that we saw him in the film. But we did use a little bit of movie magic to really shrink his whole form into a skinnier version for the first part of his story.
Get away! Get back!
When Chris as Steve Rogers jumps on that grenade, I think we really learn so much about him and the character and the actor and Haley as well. You see the beginnings of their connection, her respect for him, and you see that this is someone, regardless of his physical abilities, has the courage and the moral character to become the hero we want him to be. The original idea for Steve Rogers was, first of all, he would be American. There are very many talented British actors, but this character was literally called Captain America. And so we did draw some limitations on who we would see. He was described as square-jawed and athletic. He'd have to be noble, reliable, and brave, and very morally centered, which is something that's actually not that easy to cast. It's a very subjective quality, but it's an inherent and essential quality that we were looking for in the actors that we were seeing. We saw a lot of actors, which ultimately led to screen tests, and we didn't come out feeling like we had found it. Sometimes that happens. And I had thought of Chris Evans, and I knew that there was a kind of unspoken rule that we could not cast him because he had been in the Fantastic Four. After we had been casting for a while and done our series of tests, we were meeting and talking about our choices. I asked an uncomfortable question, which was, why can't we consider Chris Evans? At the end of that meeting, we came away with more openness than had existed before. Everyone liked Chris so much as an actor. Everyone had been fans of his work. And I think because he had so many qualities that were aligned with the character, we actually came away from that thinking that maybe we could break our own rule. Chris wasn't even sure that he wanted to take on this role. This would be a whole new level of responsibility and celebrity. That hesitance, of course, made everyone want him even more, because this was evidence that this was the person to bring that very humility to the screen that we were looking for.
How'd you feel?
Taller.
We originally read Sebastian Stan for the role of Steve Rogers. We were really impressed with him as an actor and decided to test him for the role of Captain America. But there was a quality in him that was darker. There was a bit of an edge to him and almost a melancholic quality that didn't feel exactly right for Captain America. But as we got further into the casting, we realized he could be perfect for our Bucky. At that time, early in the MCU, I did not know where all this was going. So the fact that Chris Evans is going to be returning for Doomsday was very mind-blowing and exciting for audiences, as it was for me when I first heard the news. It's extraordinary that we're able to bring Chris back and continue the storytelling over this many years and these many stories. that's all for now. It's been so fun talking with you. Thanks for listening.
I had him on the ropes.
I know you did.